Russian speakers, welcome back to Level Up Your Russian. In today's video, I'm going to explain all of the Russian cases and give you a brief overview of them. So let's get started. Okay, so before we start, you need to understand what kind of words in the Russian language change in different cases. And that's nouns, adjectives, pronouns, numerals, and participles. I'll give you an example for each of them so you better understand what I'm talking about. Nouns, let's say собака. Adjectives, красивый. Pronouns, мой, этот, я. Numerals, первый. Participles, читающий. Before we dive into the overview of each of the Russian cases, you need to know that there are 6 cases in the Russian language. The first one is nominative, or in Russian it is called именительный падеж. Second one is genitive, or родительный. The third one is dative, or дательный. Fourth one is accusative, or винительный. The fifth one is instrumental, or in Russian it is called творительный. And the sixth one is prepositional case, or предложный. Now I will quickly write examples for all of these cases, and then we will come back to analyze them. Let's have a look at the following sentences. Мой кот пьет молоко. Это корм моего кота. Я даю молоко моему коту. Я люблю моего кота. Я играю с моим котом. Я думаю о моем коте. You can notice that in all of these sentences we have мой кот. And in all of these sentences, these two words change according to different cases. They have different endings. So in the nominative we have мой кот. In the genitive we have моего кота. In the dative we have моему коту. Accusative моего кота. Instrumental моим котом. And prepositional о моем коте. So the function of these different word endings, or the function of Russian cases, is to change the role of the words in Russian sentences. Now let's start from the beginning. Let's start with the nominative case. The nominative case is the base form of the words. That's the form you will find if you look up a word in a dictionary, and it is used to express the subject of the sentence. The nominative case answers the questions кто, что, who or what. So who is doing what? Мой кот, my cat, пьет молоко, drinks milk. The nominative case is also used in constructions like это, кто, Это что? For example, это кот. This is a cat. Let's move on to the second case, that's the genitive case or родительный падеж. The genitive case is used in many different situations, but mainly its purpose is to express possession or relation to something. So if you want to say that something belongs to somebody or something is related to something else or somebody else, you use the genitive case. The genitive case answers the questions кого, чего. The genitive case is also used after negations. So let's have a look at this sentence. Это корм моего кота. This is the food of my cat. You can think of the genitive case like this. Whenever you need to use the preposition of in English, this kind of sentence will be expressed with the genitive case in Russian. Of my cat, моего кота. You can notice here we don't have a preposition in the Russian sentence. Well, in English we have of. Here we have expressed possession. So this is the food. Whose food is this? This is the food of my cat. Это корм моего кота. Okay, let's move on to the third one. That's the dative case or дательный падеж. And the dative case expresses the recipient or beneficiary of an action. Let's have a look at our example. Я даю молоко моему коту. So, to whom I'm giving milk? To my cat. Моему коту. The dative case answers the questions кому, чему. Кому я даю молоко? Я даю молоко моему коту. Again, the dative case can be used in many different situations, but the most obvious one is to express the recipient of an action or beneficiary of an action. So whenever we need to use the preposition to in English, think of using the dative case in Russian. The dative case indicates the indirect object in a sentence. In this sentence, молоко would be the direct object and моему коту the indirect object. But if this is a little bit complicated for you, then just think that whenever you have an action directed to someone or something, then you should think of using the dative case. The fourth case is the accusative case or винительный падеж. And винительный падеж or the accusative case denotes the direct object of the sentence, and it is always used with verbs. Let's have a look at our example. Я люблю моего кота. I love my cat. I love who? I love my cat. Я люблю моего кота. The accusative case answers the questions кого, что. So кого for animate nouns, and there will also be a correspondence in the noun endings for the accusative and the genitive cases, but I will talk about it in a more detailed video where I'll be explaining the accusative case. And the second question is что. This question is used for inanimate nouns, and you can see that it corresponds to the question что from the nominative case. Again, here we will have some similarities between the accusative and nominative case for inanimate nouns in terms of word endings. But for now, I will not go into these details. If you want to learn more about each of the cases, I have them covered in different videos, and I will link them here for you so you can easily access that. Let's move on to the fifth case or the instrumental case, творительный падеж. The instrumental case is used to express accompaniment or the instrument by which something is done. Let's have a look at our example. Я играю с моим котом. I play with my cat. С моим котом, with my cat. In this sentence, we are expressing accompaniment. So, with whom I'm playing? I'm playing with my cat. С моим котом. The instrumental case answers the questions кем, чем. So whenever you need to express the instrument by which something is done or accompaniment, you should use the instrumental case in Russian. Of course, all of the cases have other usages as well, but these are the most obvious ones and something that you can remember as a guideline, which will help you have an idea of when to use a specific case in Russian. And the prepositional case, the sixth case, or предложный падеж, answers the questions о ком, о чем. You can notice that in these questions we have a preposition о. That's because the prepositional case is always used together with a preposition. Prepositional, we always use it with a preposition. Предложный, we always use it with a предлог. Предлог in Russian is preposition. Let's have a look at our example. Я думаю о моем коте. I think about my cat. I'm thinking about my cat. So the first usage of the prepositional case is together with the preposition о, which means about. So we use the prepositional case to express what are we thinking about, or what are we talking about, or what are we dreaming about. So any verb that we can use the preposition about with is going to be expressed with the help of the prepositional case in Russian. Also, the prepositional case is used to express location, together with the prepositions в, in, or на, on. For example, стакан на столе. The glass is on the table. So whenever we want to talk about location in Russian, we need to use the prepositional case. Okay, that was a quick overview of the 6 Russian cases. I hope that it helped you understand and get an idea of what Russian cases are and what do we use them for. And I have a separate video for each of these cases going into details and also showing you the declension of singular plural nouns. So make sure to check that out and let me know in the comments below if this was helpful for you, because your feedback is very important for me. Also, feel free to share your examples and I'll be happy to provide feedback on your sentences and let you know if you have used a specific case in the correct way. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Всем пока!